I was a little surprised when I was looking at the pre-fight odds and before doing my analysis and whatnot, but Chidi and Njokuani, he's back, and they gave him a veteran, not just a veteran, AJ. They gave him a sleeper vet, a dude who a lot of the people who just became fans over the last couple of years, they probably, even though they might have seen him here and there, probably don't know about him. Elizeu Zaleski dos Santos, capoeira, nasty kickboxing, nasty striking, but the difference here and the catalyst of this fight is though he is much smaller frame-wise, the man can grapple too. He's a little bit of a powerhouse right here. Chidi, 2-0 since dropping down to 170, major size advantage, but he's going to decision against these guys, man. Does he have the skills, the tools, the technical capacities to stave off Zaleski without getting taken to the ground and pretty much ridden out for the rest of the fight?
No, unfortunately not, Derek. One of the first notes I have for Chidi, improving all his skills with each and every fight. Like, we've seen this guy grow and grow and grow and grow, but if you end up in the bag that Zaleski has, he's gonna hold you down, right? And that's the big question I have. What does Chidi do if he's not able to get off his back or away from the takedown? It seems like it's going to be much of a control fest and just beat you up until you're no longer really ready to fight. And that's kind of the Zaleski style. The dude is a hammer. He can actually absolutely get down. And if Chidi is willing to engage in those moments because he's grown his game that much further, I think it's going to be a bad time.
Yeah, and to answer your question, what I think happens if he gets put on the ground, I think elbows off the bottom. It's not going to win you a fight, but I think that's what he's going to resort to as opposed to I got to get back up to my feet. And that's where I saw the problem in this matchup. Now, what does it mean to you? Yes, Dos Santos, he just lost to Randy Brown. Long, rangy guy, very similar to Chidi, completely different styles, but similar frame and all that. He lost to him. But in the fight before that, he went to a majority draw against Rinat Fakhretdinov, AJ. When it comes to talking about a dude who is relentless, a dude who can grapple with the best of them, to be able to go to a majority draw based off of damage and your capacities that way, yeah, man, I just think that even though he's old, he's in the right place in terms of like the eyes of the bettors. However, we do have to take into account at minus 190, I was all like, dang, all right, he's the favorite, and that's a fair price to pay. The more we start creeping towards 250, I don't feel nearly as comfortable. Don't get me wrong. I think he's the right side. I think he's the winning side. But what's max price you're willing to pay on Dos Santos here?
Yeah, about 250, 240, right around there, Derek. Even 200 is a little steep for the price we're going to pay, especially with how the Randy Brown fight went. I do see, I'm with you with the similarities, especially the size and the length. And if Chidi isn't willing to engage in the grappling and he just maintains that range, I can see this being a hard fight for Dos Santos trying to actually get this where he needs it to be. So right in that range, I'm a little iffy right now.
Yeah, the hardest part for me right here is that I just feel like Zaleski has to close the distance, man. Look at the reach disadvantage, bro. You have a 7-inch reach disadvantage. Njokuani is going to be throwing knees up the middle, uppercuts, elbows, everything to just stop the forward pressure. And if he can keep Dos Santos on the back foot, who knows, man? Maybe age does catch up to him. Maybe this isn't the correct play. But all things indicate on my end, this is the play to make right here. I'm just surprised to be in consensus with the odds makers and with the general public because Chidi is a popular enough name. The Njokuani name, even his brother Anthony, is a popular enough name to at least buy you a couple points on the betting ticker right there. But last thing here, man. Oleksichuk, Albert Duraev, and Gregory Rodriguez, right? Those were fights that he had flashes and glimpses and moments, especially the Rodriguez fight, but you dropped them. Jared Gooden and Reese McKee, are those guys the caliber of a Zaleski dos Santos?
No, they're not.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat right there. And I think that's all we need to say to really put this in perspective. So to kind of round this out, aside from Dos Santos being the play, what do we like to make money right here? Again, AJ, look at it. Total rounds. A half a round, ESPN bet. Go to the sports book and start betting half rounds, folks. But minus 110 for over a half. Under a half is minus 120. Sorry, I'm not even used to seeing odds like this. You bet the over all day on this one, right?
All day, especially for half a round at not bad minus money odds either. Would you say 110, 120? What was it?
Minus 110.
All day long, absolutely. I give a lot more respect to Chidi than that. I do think that there's a finish that could happen on either sides, but if anything it does, it's going to be later on the rounds once these guys are tired and finding holes.
You know what I mean? We're not going to see another spinning heel kick? I mean, this guy could do it, bro. No, I'm just joking with you guys. Yeah, no, I think we leave it at that, man. That's the cash bet right here. If you don't care about the sides, if you're indifferent and you just want to make some money right here, over 1.5, or excuse me, over a half a round, -110 right here. Go make some money, folks. But that is the consensus pick. Elizeu, Zaleski, dos Santos.